Smurf tune. Smurf built. Prestige Motor. Smurf built.
So as you can see, guys, got the blower motor right here. Look at that, a lot of junk in there. Look at that, whole bunch of leaves. So this thing like haven't worked in years, But now that's a blend door. That's that. But look at this one. This is the evaporator, man. Like. Like, boys, this is years of parking underneath a tree. Like, you can't even see the evaporator. Like, full of junk. So, that will show you. That's why you gotta check these things. Because another thing is, if you actually go and try to put AC through this whole system right here, for the cold air to blow through this, it'd be a hard time to blow through that with all this trash right here. Like, very, very hard. So, I'm glad we take this out. We're going to change it anyways because this is the R12. So, we need to change it to a R134 to get the AC a little bit more yiping. But, this is garbage. You don't have to clean that. We're going to get a new one. But the blow motor we're going to keep. We got to keep the blow motor. But we got to test it now because the condition it didn't look like it's kind of iffy. So we're going to test it just to make sure it still blows. And if it still blows in the speed and everything, then we're good to go. Look at that. There's like stuff in there. I don't know what that is in there, but it's a whole bunch of junk. Just like this. And if you want to avoid this from happening, I'll give you guys a little tip, man. Keep the blend door closed from circulating, from getting fresh air outside, and that will slow down the debris from getting inside. But main thing is, if you want to stop this, just don't park underneath a tree. This is all from parking underneath a tree. This is all that goes down the wiper cowl and goes right in here. That's a little quick tip to show you guys. If you don't want to eliminate that a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Just don't park on a tree, period. Yeah, so now let's get the harness out from the next side and continue. Alright, boys, got the brake booster, the 4 bolts on the inside, and the little pin. And just like that, the brake booster comes out. Let's get this thing out. There you go. Like I said, the pin and the 4 bolts. That's it. Brake booster is out. Now, we gotta take off the clutch master cylinder. Let's go. Alright, boys, just like that. 2 bolts for the clutch master. This thing is old and nasty. Ooh, man. Talking about old. So yeah, this is the clutch master cylinder. The engine bay is starting to look empty. All we got left is to shove the harness inside and get rid of those brake lines. And then this next video should be, next chapter should be getting this thing primered and everything. But making progress, man, little by little. Let's take off the harness, put the harness inside, and then we're gonna close the video out, guys. Alright, boys, we're pulling the harness inside now. My boys inside, give me a hand. Go ahead, pull. Hold on. You gotta pull a little bit. The big part. Hold on. Oh man, this big part is stuck in. All right, hold on. Get this plug in there. There you go. All right, go ahead. There you go. Go ahead. Hold on. Go ahead. That's it. This is right here. We got to pull this out too. And that's it. Engine bay. Have no wiring going on in here. So alright guys, as you guys can see, the car is completely stripped. We have really nothing left in here but these brake lines, which they're gonna be gone. So the next, so here's the rear support, guys. Still in the bag. I'm gonna take it out in a little bit to show you guys, but you can see right there, 92 to 95 Civic. So yeah, so we're gonna get this thing prepped. See, we got the car on the left. So we're gonna put you guys in a quick little time lapse. Sorry, YouTuber, I forgot to put you guys in a time lapse that I mentioned. But I got a little ahead of myself, and I already got the race support on. So scratch out the time lapse. We're just gonna get straight to it. I already got it bolted on, and I come to the conclusion that I'm gonna leave it bolted on. I'm just gonna add a couple more bolts to make it more secure, but just to make it easier in the future, if we gotta take the front end off for just a little faster removal to take stuff off the car, it'd be a lot more easier. So instead of welding it on, I'm gonna secure it with a couple more screws. And once I do those, I'll show you guys that I put together in the time lapse, me drilling the hole and etc. So with that said, let's get to the time lapse.
Prestige Motor.
As you guys can see, the rear support is on now. I did utilize the stock crash bar bolts where the stock crash bar goes. On this car, we ain't putting a crash bar. It's not needed. We're gonna put a big intercooler in the front anyways, so that the intercooler gonna take up that whole space no matter what. We use the stock bolt for the fender. Right here, stock bolt, that lines up perfectly fine. You can see over here, I'll show you guys on the time lapse. No gap. Everything fits up good. Same thing here. These are two existing holes. And what we're gonna do to secure the bottom of this, we're gonna put a hole here and a hole right through here. So to secure this whole bottom half of the rear support. And we're gonna do the same thing on this side. We're gonna put one here and one in here. Just to secure this whole bottom half. And do keep in mind, this radiator support, you can't jack it up from the bottom anyways because it's aftermarket. So I won't recommend you doing that. The stock one you could, but aftermarket ones, I wouldn't suggest you jacking it up anyways. And do keep in mind, we're also gonna put a traction bar. So that's gonna be the jacking point to actually pick the car up if you gotta lift it up from the front. So we can jack it up from the middle of the traction bar, which there should be no issues. That's how I do all my cars, and we should be good. So yeah, let me get the drill, start drilling these holes out, and I'll show you guys that in a quick time lapse.
Prestige Motor. Smurf built.
So alright guys, as you guys can see behind me, the rate support is fully secure, bolted on. I think it's a little bit more better to work on it when it's bolted on, just in case the speed of the process, like I mentioned earlier. If we gotta do any kind of mechanic work, you know, stuff happens. So this is a little bit more easier. This is just like using like a tubular front end. The tubular front end is not welded on either, that's bolted on. So this is about the same purpose as the tubular front end, but a full rate support. So just to show you that, I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna show you guys how sturdy this thing is just by bolting it on. It doesn't even move. Let's get to it. Alright guys, let me show you guys this thing is sturdy. The car's on the lift and this thing is not moving. Steady. Steady. Not one movement. So rate support is fully secure now. Now what we're gonna do next, before we close out the video, we're gonna get ready to take these wheels off, put the steelers on it, all four corners, and this thing's gonna get ready to go to the paint shop. So yeah, don't forget man, like, subscribe. I'll catch you guys on the next one. I'm out. Peace.
Prestige Motor.